God says, "The time is finally here. My child, I am Jesus, and I have been waiting for this moment to reach you. Maybe you don't know it, but I've been calling to you for a long time when you were alone and felt something pulling at your heart. That was me when you cried for no reason and felt like no one really saw you. I softly said your name, hoping you would hear me. It took a while, but now your heart is still enough to hear me, and now we are here. You didn't just find this message by accident. I showed you how to get there. I set up this meeting because your soul has been asking questions that your lips have never said out loud. You want to feel calm, have a plan, and know that I still care. I'm now going to answer you. It's time to stop waiting. It's time to get started. Make sure to stick around until the very end. This message contains a special instruction that could open the door to a blessing you've been hoping for your whole life. God's saying, hey, we need to chat right now. Heaven's definitely making some noise right now. God is having a direct conversation with your spirit. So we need to have a talk. He understands the weight you've been dealing with, the struggles you haven't opened up about, and the worries that have been keeping you awake at night. This isn't just a message. This is a visitation. It seems like God is trying to grab your attention right now because you're at a really important crossroads in your life. You've been wondering, God, when will it finally be my time? And today, heaven says, now. It's that time of year when everything starts to come out. The door that used to be closed is now opening, and you can hear God's voice breaking through all the chaos around you, speaking right to your heart. I've noticed your faithfulness. I've counted every tear, and I'm done being quiet about it. Just be open to listening, because when God speaks, amazing things happen. A miracle is happening for you right now. Could you close the door, please? Let's get rid of all the distractions. What you're about to hear is something out of this world. It's coming straight from the throne of heaven. God is reaching out to you saying, I need to speak with you. It needs to happen right now, not later. It's not about waiting until you feel ready. It's about recognizing that right now you've been running on empty. You put on a smile for everyone else, but inside you're hurting and crying in silence. You've been wondering, Lord, do you see me? Do you actually care? Did you forget about me? And the Lord replies, I've always been watching over you. Not even for a moment have I looked away. There were those nights when sleep just wouldn't come. Mornings when getting out of bed just felt impossible. You fought some tough battles in your heart that nobody really knows about. But you know, God knows. He gets the struggle that fuels your strength and the solitude that comes with your faith. And here he is, picking this exact moment to chat with you. Why's that? Since time is of the essence. Heaven is on the move. Angels are on their way. There's something happening in the spiritual realm. And guess what? You're a part of it. This isn't just any video. This is a special moment meant to be. This moment is all about reaching your heart. And it's something special that's been set up just for you. He says, I need you to listen. You've got to trust me on this one. What I'm about to bring into your life is going to blow your mind and go beyond anything you could imagine. So, here's the thing you really need to get. Looks like the enemy has been keeping an eye on us too. He's been trying to throw you off, making it seem like today is just like any other day, just another message. But really, it's not. This is like a lifeline, a direct connection from heaven right to your soul. Make sure you pay attention to this. If this message resonates with you, go ahead and drop a comment right now. I get you, Lord. I'm all set. Hey God, can we talk for a bit? I give up. I'm aware that this message is meant for me. So, when you put it out there for everyone to see, it's more than just getting involved. It looks like you're getting everything in sync. You're letting heaven know that I'm all ears. I'm all set. I got it. God isn't looking for perfection. He's looking for some attention. He's eager to talk, to lead, and to bring things back to how they should be. He won't raise his voice over your worries or battle your distractions. He tends to whisper during times like this. What happens next is going to change everything for your season. The moment we've been waiting for is finally here. This word is going to change your life. God is saying, the time has finally come. You've been waiting, feeling emotional, and questioning if your time would ever come. So, it looks like heaven is about to open the scroll. The wait is finally over. You've been wandering through dry places for years. You've watched others move up while you remained in the same spot. You've said prayers that feel like they're just hanging in the air, right? But you know, it was all just getting ready for what was to come. God doesn't let a waiting season go to waste. He always has a reason for any delay. So today he's saying, this is the moment you've been getting ready for. This message has come to you at just the right time, neither last week nor last year, because your soul is ready for it now. Your spirit is ready for a breakthrough, and God is getting ready to bring something into your life that will change everything for you. So, just a heads up. If you overlook this word and put off taking action, you might just miss out on that perfect moment of divine timing. This is a holy moment, the time that God has chosen. So he says, I'm sending favor. I'm sharing some answers. I'm unlocking doors. You really have to believe. You really need to get going. Take a moment to really let this resonate with you. The opponent attempted to stop this season. He really worked to fill your heart with doubt and discouragement. But God changed his plan because he noticed your perseverance. You didn't give up. You kept going. And now we get to the good part. If you're getting this message, go ahead and drop a comment. It's finally time. This word belongs to me. I get my special moment. Your words really hold a lot of influence. When you agree with heaven, it sets things in motion in the spirit. Make sure this isn't just another moment. Let's just embrace the moment when everything starts to shift. You'll look back on this day and think, that was the message that opened up the promise. I've got an important prophetic message to share with you. It seems like God is reaching out to you personally. This isn't just any word. This message isn't meant for everyone. This is pretty specific. This is something that's close to me. The Spirit of God is right there with you, hovering over your house, your room, and even the device you're using to watch this. He's softly whispering your name, filled with both tenderness and urgency. He says, my dear, I've been looking forward to this moment of talking with you. I've been waiting for your heart to calm down so you can really hear me. At some point in the journey, things started to feel a bit overwhelming. Sometimes, people can really disappoint you. Looks like the plans didn't work out. It seems like your faith has been a bit shaky. You began to buy into the idea that sure, God talks to other people, but not to me. But listen to this truth now, with all the importance it carries. God has always been calling your name. On that night when you were in tears, he softly said it. On that day when you felt like no one noticed you, he said it once more. And now, with this message, he's making it clear and bold. I've heard of you. I really love you. I've called you by your name. You're mine. Let Isaiah 43 verse 11 resonate within you. Don't worry. I've got you covered. I've called you out by name. You're mine. This isn't poetry. It's not about motivation. It's a pretty insightful truth. It totally has your name all over it. God isn't just asking you to leave something behind. He's inviting you to join in on something, embracing healing, finding restoration, seeking peace, and discovering purpose. But you know, God doesn't really call the ones who are already qualified. He qualifies those who are called. Looks like you're being called. This moment is like a doorway. If you take that step with faith, you'll find yourself in a new chapter that's totally different from anything you've experienced before. This is your sign from the universe. You really didn't imagine it. You're not thinking too much about it. God is really speaking, and your name is the echo in his voice. This moment feels really special. You're not just tuning into a video. You're about to have a truly special experience. And it's like the voice of God is breaking through all the barriers of time and space just to connect with you. At this moment, it feels like heaven is just peeking down, and you can almost hear the Almighty softly calling your name. Sure, what's your name? Not someone who's more religious, not someone with flawless faith, not someone who never messes up, but you. God doesn't communicate in terms of perfection. He talks with intention. Your purpose is now activated. You've asked, does God even know I'm here? Is he looking at me? Do you think he cares? And right now, heaven is responding with both fire and mercy. I've called you by your name. Every event, every delay, every disappointment that led you here has been part of a holy orchestration. You may not see the pattern yet, but from my view, it has always been clear. I wanted that door to close, not to punish you, but to keep you safe. I withheld answers not to frustrate you, but to grow something unshakable inside you. Faith comes to life while we wait. Strength is built in the quiet moments. Hope really sticks around when it makes it through what was supposed to shatter it. There have been times when you've wondered, why me? I want you to know that I believe in your growth, and I see the potential within you. I saw in you a light that could still burn even when the wind was strong. I saw in you a tenderness that could still love even after being wounded. It's okay to struggle. It doesn't mean you've let me down. Your strength really shines through in how you've endured. Even if you feel like you're just getting by, I can see something much more beautiful that you're turning into. This moment is sacred because it is not about fixing everything at once. It's about realizing that I've been here the whole time. The air around you right now is just filled with my presence. The warmth you feel in your chest while reading these words, that's not just emotion, just a little reminder from my spirit that you're definitely not forgotten. Heaven takes a moment when someone reaches out for help because you really matter more than you think. You're not just another name in a sea of billions. I know you inside and out. I can recognize your laughter and feel the beat of your tears. I've got a sense of the dreams you've kept to yourself and the fears you've tucked away. I'm actually pretty close to all of them. You've been thinking about how much longer you can keep hanging in there. I'm here to let you know that you don't have to go through this by yourself. I've got you covered. I've got your back, and I'll help you get stronger. I'll help you find peace again, filling your lungs with calm. This is your moment to take a break. The moment when heaven draws near and whispers, "You are not invisible." Take a moment to really let those words sink in and resonate with you. You're noticed. I get what you're saying. Someone's after you. Every step you've taken has brought you to this very moment, where I want you to know that you are loved beyond measure. Just stay right here for a bit. Take your time with it. Feel free to let your spirit find some peace here. This message didn't come your way. I really wanted to get this message to you, and here we are. I just wanted to share that no matter how fast everything else is moving, I always take a moment for you. I always have space for your tears. I still pay attention to your sighs. I'll always go above and beyond to show you that you belong to me. At this moment, it feels like all of heaven is just hanging out, watching and waiting, filled with joy because my dear child has taken a moment to listen to my voice once more. I caught every whispered prayer you believed had disappeared into the air. Every question that started with, "Lord, why?" I always stayed right by your side, my child. I was there, even when you thought you were all alone in the dark. There were those nights when you found yourself wide awake, gazing into the void, thinking about whether I had forgotten you. You were curious if my silence was a sign that I didn't care. You might have felt like you went a bit too far, made a bunch of mistakes, and wandered too far away from my love. As you cried under your blanket, I was there, surrounding you with my presence. As you softly said, "No one gets it," I whispered back, "I do." I cried when you cried. I could feel every ache that came from your chest, every bit of disappointment, every wave of sadness that tried to pull you under. I was right there with you in your tough times, not just standing back, but holding you close in a way you couldn't quite notice. Do you recall those times when you thought, "I can't keep going like this"? I know you didn't realize it at the time, but I picked up on those words before they could ever turn to despair. I collected them carefully, like delicate seeds, and transformed them into something strong. Whenever you said you were finished, I encouraged you to find the strength to push through just one more day. You might have thought the strength came from you, But really, it was me breathing life into those areas that felt lifeless. When you mentioned, "I have no one, I've got my angels all around you." When you mentioned, "No one sees me," I really took note of that moment up in heaven. When you mentioned, "I can't take another step," I picked you up without you even noticing it was me helping you along. You wouldn't believe how much I've kept from you. The battles you faced were definitely real, but the ones you didn't see were even bigger. I caught some arrows that were headed your way before they could reach you. I heard some hurtful things said about you, but I made sure they never got to you. I caught some attacks that were happening out of sight with my hand. Even when I let the pain come your way, I made sure to keep it in check, so it would help you grow instead of breaking you down. Every wound you got turned into a spot where my grace would eventually reach out to others. You might have felt like you were falling apart, but I was actually creating something strong and lasting within you. God says, "Wow, it seems like you've been chosen for a journey of well-being that nothing can get in the way of." My thoughts about you aren't all good. It's all sorted out for good. Go ahead and say this fact out loud. If you ever feel concern or doubt creeping in, or if uncertainty starts to whisper in your heart, and that person who opposes me tries to bring up your past, just remember that the Most High has already made a decision about my situation and declared me the winner. Your statements really matter. Make sure you take a moment to appreciate this. Every statement based on belief really affects spiritual reality in a concrete way. Your win is already in motion, and the final word has been spoken. The person who didn't see eye to eye with me tried to put the blame on you, but he didn't succeed. There was a moment when he faced you again in that spiritual realm. All the mistakes you've made, the wrong turns you've taken, the weaknesses you've felt, and the hurts you've gone through came along with him. He spun tales like they were the gospel truth. He was the first to tell you that your future didn't matter, trying to undermine your purpose and hold back all the good things meant for you. He does this with everyone I care about. He's just waiting for the right moment. He's watching. He collects whatever catches his eye, and when the moment comes, he steps up as the one who points the finger at my people. He tried to make you feel unworthy, thinking that your mistakes mattered more than all the generosity I showed you. He tried to take what I had promised. He said, "This one isn't worthy. I think this one should be turned down." But you know what? Everything just flipped upside down. I showed up. I didn't really ask for permission or get involved in the argument. I just stood up for my rights, you know? So, all those accusations against you, they were dropped right away. The person who didn't see eye to eye with me was totally speechless. Your freedom has been fully paid for. So, did that make sense to you? He was defeated, embarrassed, and completely drained of energy. He's trying to make you believe that you're still stuck because of what others say or how you feel about yourself. But you know what? The impact that person had on your life is over, and my choice about you, coming from where I stand, is final. Now's the time to dig deep within yourself, to find that courage to speak up, and to live like you truly are, someone who's been blessed and looked after. Let's spread the word about this fact. The person who was against me has lost. I'm among the top ones. I'm moving ahead, feeling like a winner. Don't just sit back and do nothing. If this resonates with you and these statements reflect what you felt inside, let it show that you're confident. Let your actions show your genuine faith and gratitude. Expressing this belief goes beyond simply recognizing statements. You're facing the powerful victory I've created in your life. Think of it as your way of saying thanks, a sign that you trust me, and a way to show that the tough times are behind us and things are looking up for me. Try to approach this with a sense of spiritual harmony instead of feeling like you have to. Remember, it's about creating space within yourself to welcome what you truly value. Something significant has changed for you in ways you can't quite see yet. Even if you don't quite see it yet, the breakthrough isn't coming slowly. It's actually here right now. When something comes down from heaven, it doesn't waste any time getting in. It goes boom. It shakes things up a bit. It just messes up everything that was decided incorrectly. It taps into a sacred power to create a divine turnaround. It seems like heaven is bringing some restoration your way, even if you were just hoping for a bit of relief. God has promised you will thrive, but it seems like you just want to get by right now. He's fixing something you thought would take ages. This isn't just wishful thinking. It comes from having spiritual authority. When someone who knows about time speaks, time itself has to listen. Looks like the delays are finally over. Strongholds fall apart. What's expressed in the spirit begins to settle into the atmosphere around your life. You'll feel it in how the atmosphere shifts to match your steps, rather than in obvious events all the time. The doors on the right swing open with ease. People are escorted out calmly and without any issues. It's funny how timing can line things up just right for us. Finding that calm inside you will prove what anxiety can't shake. Your future isn't just something you're forcing upon yourself. It's responding to your agreement based on divine law. You're not really aiming to win anyone over. It's right there below you as you go along. Sure, some things might fall apart, but it's not really a loss or a punishment. So, which brakes are going to be opened up? The start you had doesn't quite match up to how things are wrapping up now. Just let it go. Let go of the pieces that don't hold the presence of God anymore. The systems that hurt you just can't handle what's coming next. What you're picking up on is a sense of being ready, not just emptiness. Creating space for something greater is what heaven is all about. Favor can land you in some unexpected places. Your inner struggles will eventually lead to some peace. Your voice carries more influence when it's in harmony, not just because it's louder. You'll be speaking from a place of strength instead of pain. Your presence will light up the darkness, not by trying hard, but just by being yourself. So, when the chosen ones rise up, here's what happens. This is what happens when heaven says, it's time. No more waiting around for that big moment to happen. You're right there in it. It's finally here. It's something really special. It's time to act. Go ahead and take that brave step. Let each step show you what the enemy thought you wouldn't buy into. Can you say that a bit louder? Guess what? I've been picked. I've got some free time. I'm operating with the utmost authority here. Let the world change as it needs to. Amen.